स्टूडेंट आज सेकंड रूट में आपका टॉपिक है रोल ऑफ एसबीआई इन ए डेवलपिंग इकोनॉमी। इससे पहले हमने इसके अचीवमेंट के बारे में डिस्कस किया था। आज का टॉपिक है रोल ऑफ एसबीआई इन डेवलपिंग इकोनॉमी। देखिए सम पॉइंट्स आर गिवन बिलो, जैसे कि नंबर 1 प्रमोटिंग कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन। देखिए डेवलपिंग इकोनॉमी इट मीन्स एसबीआई प्ले वेरी यूजफुल and dynamic role in the economic life of every modern state. The economic importance of commercial banks to the developing countries may be viewed thus. Number 1, promoting capital formation. A developing economy needs a high rate of capital formation to accelerate the tempo of economic development, but the rate of capital formation depends upon the rate of saving. Unfortunately, in developed countries, saving is very low. SBI afford facilities for saving and thus encourage the habits of thrift and industry in the community. They mobilize the ideal and dormant capital of the country and make it available for productive purposes. Number 2, encouraging innovation. एसबीआई का रोल है इनोवेशन को एनकरेजिंग करना। देखिए इनोवेशन इज अनदर फैक्टर रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर economic development. The entrepreneur in innovation is largely dependent on the manner in which bank credit is allowed and utilized in the process of economic growth. Bank credit enables entrepreneurs to innovate and invest and thus uplift economic activity and progresses. नेक्स्ट नंबर 3 मोनेटाइजेशन। देखिए बैंक्स आर मैन्युफैक्चरर्स ऑफ मनी एंड दे अलाउ मनी टू प्ले इट्स रोल फ्रीली इन द इकोनॉमी। एसबीआई मोनेटाइज डेप्ट एंड ऑल्सो असिस्ट द बैकवर्ड subsistence sector of the rural economy by extending their branches into the rural areas. Number 4, influence economic activity. Banks are in a position to influence economic activity in a country by their influence on the rate interest. They can influence the rate of interest in the money market through its supply of funds. Banks may follow a cheap money policy with low interest rate, which will tend to stimulate economic activity. Number 5, facilitator of monetary policy. Thus, monetary policy of a country should be conducive to economic development, but a well-developed banking system is an essential precondition to the effective implementation of monetary policy. Underdeveloped countries cannot afford to ignore this fact. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक आता है प्रोग्रेस ऑफ स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया। देखिए स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया हैज़ ऑफन एक्टेड ए guarantor to Indian government, most notably during Chandrasekhar tenure as Prime Minister of India. The progress of State Bank of India is stated as below. Number 1, branch expansion. The State Bank of India and its associate banks and second largest segment of public sector banks. The bank has statutory obligation to open new branches within a period of from the date of nationalization. Number 2, deposit mobilization. The State Bank of India and its associates have made intensive effort towards deposit mobilization. The aggregate deposits of the banks rose from 188 crore in 1955 to 258 crore at the end of December 1992 and stood at 154,133 crore at the end of May 1999. SBI market share of aggregate deposit was 21.2% during the same period. Their share in the advance of all scheduled commercial bank. Number 3, credit expansion. The advances of SBI have not only risen steadily over the years but also been deployed according to the national priorities as determined by the Reserve Bank of India and the Union Government. The total advance of bank increased from 110 crore at the end of June 1955 to 75209 crore at the end of May 1999. Its share in the advances of all scheduled commercial bank rose from 18% to about 20.4% during the same period. Next, State Bank and agricultural credit. देखिए स्टेट बैंक एंड एग्रीकल्चर क्रेडिट में इंडिया इज़ एन एग्रीकल्चर कंट्री, भारत एक कृषि प्रधान देश है. ओवर 80%, लमसम 70% of people living in villages depend on agriculture for their livelihood and about 50% of the national income of the country comes from it. This shows the importance of a healthy and growing agriculture sector in India. But this sector is overlooked by the financial institutions because of the risk element involved in the occupation. Therefore, it has become the responsibility of the SBI to finance agriculture. Initially, in the keeping with a national policy, the bank had involved only in indirect financing of agriculture, mainly through cooperatives. Through indirect financing of agriculture still continue to be its important activity. The bank in a big way in financing cultivators since 1968. Outstanding increase under indirect way in financing cultivators since 1968. The outstanding increase under indirect agriculture financing from 17 crore in 1968 to 337 crore at the end of December 1985, and the outstanding direct agriculture financing from 2 crore in 1968 to 2167 crore at the end of December 1985. स्टूडेंट, जैसे कि एग्रीकल्चर में कुछ जैसे विलेज एडोप्शन स्कीम, एग्रीकल्चर डेवलपमेंट ब्रांचेस Development branches have been opened since 1971 in the backward and underdeveloped areas with potential for agriculture financing. Next, community banking. As the banks, like other institutions, sustain and grow with a community, they have to strive for the welfare and prosperity of the society and brand their business goals with social obligation. With this philosophy, the State Bank of India has done remarkable work in this direction during the last 10 years. Number 6, Industrial Finance. SBI provides the following types of financial assistance to industries. Number 1, Working Capital Finance. It is offered to meet the entire range of short-term fund requirement that arise with the corporate day-to-day operation. The working capital loans of SBI can help to a company in the financing inventories, managing internal cash flows, supporting supply of chain, funding production and marketing operation. But second, project finance. SBI extends term loans for large industrial and infrastructure project. In general, the project finance greenfield industrial project capacity expansion at existing manufacturing unit, construction ventures or other infrastructure project. Next, third, deferred payment guarantees. It is extended to industrial project for obtaining important equipment. Number 4, corporate term loans. SBI corporate term loans can support the company in funding ongoing business expansion, repaying high cost debt, technology upgradation, research and development expenditure, etc. Next, corporate term loans. इसके बाद स्ट्रक्चर फाइनेंस. Under this scheme, SBI assembles unique credit to meet complex fund requirement of large industrial and infrastructure project. It is a combination of funded and non-funded facilities like lease contract. तो स्टूडेंट, आज हमने इसकी प्रोग्रेस के बारे में डिस्कस किया. नेक्स्ट कल से थर्ड यूनिट स्टार्ट होगी. थैंक यू स्टूडेंट.